children when they're that age, if you're put into that situation, to consider spending the night trying to look for something, safe place to be for your children, because you're crossing this mountain and there's traffic and you have to go this way. This is the only way to get there. And then if you stay on top of the mountain, it's cold and it's raining, and you just have to make a judgment call. Don't know if it's right. You want to sit on top of the mountain if it rains all night and have your children sick.
So you are Colombian. You were born here, and you are part of the team. Tell me a little bit about our experience there right now with the walkers.
This is my first time doing this work outside my city. In Cucuta, they're more comfortable than here. I've never talked with actual walkers in the middle of the road. So now it's the first time that I actually see their necessity, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Becky Phillips from missionary parents. My parents were missionaries in Venezuela, and I came to Colombia with a desire to go back into my country, Venezuela, where my folks left the church. I was in Bogota and I saw a video about the Caminantes, and it broke my heart. Well, anyhow, I began here, going out daily and touching the Venezuelan lives, and would find them. At first they were all over the place, and there was one place in a park that you passed on the way in, called Parque del Agua, where they began to congregate until they had 1,500 Venezuelans there living in makeshift whatevers. Would live all congregated together in cambuchis, big tents that they would make out of plastic. Sometimes 5 families to a tent. So forget about the social distancing. And every time the Lord would give me at least 5 people who were sincerely interested. And that went on for a time until there was a fight between Colombians and Venezuelans, and the Colombians decided to get rid of them. Just get rid of them, clean them out as if they were rats. And they piled them into buses day after day after day and would take them back to Cucuta, in spite of the fact that they had almost died coming here. Everybody had to go back. And since then, little by little, they've been disappearing off the streets of Bucaramanga. They have habits here. I'm sorry to have to speak evil of people, but I'm angry. The buses come and they collect the people that they see and put them in the buses and take them back to Cucuta. They don't have a chance to pick up anything in their rooms. Just take them off. And if they separate families, big deal. But that's not the worst of it. The part that really breaks my heart is when they come and they start taking the children from the parents, and the parents aren't doing anything wrong.
Hacia arriba, y hay 4 casas totalmente anegadas, camas mojadas, perdidas. Ahí se anegó el canal, era donde estaba el agua estancada, subió hasta arriba, más la que viene bajando de acá.
Soy Samuel Barbosa,
I am Samuel Barbosa, a pastor of a small church here in Cúcuta, Colombia, at the border with Venezuela. We are living a unique time due to the immigration of Venezuelans to Colombia and other countries of South America. This is a unique event. It is actually one of the largest migrations in the world. I think we are ahead of Syria when it comes to the number of migrants crossing the border. As the church, we cannot just sit back. I understand that we need to do something, and it's share the gospel. We also need to replicate the example and the testimony of Jesus our Lord, because he does not just share about the kingdom of heaven, but he had compassion. Also, he fed and helped the crowds. There is a great financial need, also need for food, and the need for help those in vulnerable situations like children and women. As the church, we need to mobilize in this direction. I believe that if Jesus were present here physically, he was doing exactly that. And we know that he is within the church and he is present at the church. So we need to share the gospel and help those in need.